Basically, the message is get a COVID jab, or restrictions in England, certainly, are more likely. So if not enough people get vaccinated, it's more likely, therefore, he said, that restrictions will be reintroduced in England. The figures are bad. I mean, we have had over 40,000 new cases every single day here in the UK for at least 4 or 5 days in a row. We were just hearing the latest figures, over 49,000 new infections reported on Wednesday, and you've got just under 8,000 patients in hospital currently. You've got another 179 people who reportedly have died within 28 days of testing positive, and this dire warning we heard that cases could actually rise daily to 100,000 a day. So although things are not as bad as back in January or February of this year, and although Sajid Javid underlined that the current pressures on the National Health Service are not unsustainable, that's what would actually then push the government, he says, to act with that Plan B, which the government says they're looking at the data hourly, and they say that Plan B would include introducing mandatory COVID passports which are not implemented because there's been actually a lot of criticism about any introduction of any passports of that kind yet in England. But there are different rules, for example, in Scotland and in Wales and indeed in Northern Ireland. But it was made clear by 10 Downing Street that there were absolutely no plans for now for another lockdown in England. And that is what everybody is actually very worried about, that we are heading possibly for another lockdown, possibly a cancellation like last year of Christmas.